They don't see the work that I'm putting in every single day. They don't see the prayers that I'm praying in every single way. They don't see the sacrifice, the sleepless nights, the lonely roads. They don't see the weight that I'm carrying, the heavy loads. But God sees, God sees, God sees everything I do. God sees the intention, the passion, the truth. God sees when nobody's watching.
God sees
when the cameras are off.
God sees
every moment, every struggle, every cross. I'm not doing this for recognition,
God sees
for the likes and the fame.
God sees
I'm not doing this for approval,
God sees
or to build up my name.
God sees
I'm doing this because there's a calling.
God sees
I'm doing this because there's a promise.
God sees
And God sees, and that's enough for me. God sees, and that's all I need to be free from the pressure to perform, from the need to be seen, from the comparison, the judgment, the in-between. God sees the heart, God sees the soul, God sees the pieces, God makes me whole. God sees every move that I make,
God sees
every choice that I take.
God sees
When I'm breaking inside,
God sees
and He's right by my side. God sees the hidden, God sees the real, God sees the doubts that I feel. God sees the path that I'm walking, the road that I'm on. God sees, God sees,
God sees
God sees everything.
God sees
God sees,
God sees
and it's everything. See, the world is loud with its voices and its noise. It's trying to drown out the truth with its toys. But I've learned to listen for a whisper more real, a voice that's eternal, a love that can heal. God sees when I'm struggling, when I'm down on my knees. God sees when I'm fighting, when I'm barely believing. God sees the potential inside of my soul. God sees the vision that's making me whole. He sees beyond the present, beyond what I can see. He sees the future that's waiting for me. He sees the obstacles, the mountains to climb. He sees the strength that's rising inside. And He's saying to me,
Trust in my sight,
trust in my purpose.
trust in my light.
I see everything,
I know everything.
I'm with you in everything. And that's the foundation that's keeping me standing. That's the assurance that's keeping me grounded. That's the faith that's lifting me higher. That's the love that's never gonna expire. God sees the integrity I'm building brick by brick,
God sees,
the legacy that's becoming thick,
God sees,
the choices that are costing me peace,
God sees,
the sacrifice that brings me release. God sees when I'm turning away from the easy path,
God sees,
when I'm choosing the harder math of character, of strength, of faith unshaken. God sees the promises that I've taken. He sees me when I'm broken, He sees me when I'm strong. He sees me when I'm right, He sees me when I'm wrong. He sees the journey, not just the destination. He sees the process, the transformation. He sees the man that I'm becoming in the fire. He sees the purpose that's lifting me higher. And that's enough, that's everything, that's all that I need. God sees, and that's the only creed that matters to me, that sustains me, that keeps me alive. God sees, and I'm at peace in my mind.
God sees,
God sees,
God sees everything.
God sees,
God sees,
and He knows my name.
God sees the pain, God sees the shame.
God sees beyond it all.
God sees,
God sees,
God sees,
and I'm I'm standing tall. So I'm walking in the knowledge that I'm seen, that my life is purpose, that my life has meaning, that every moment matters, that every step counts, that God sees and He's always standing out. In front of me, beside me, behind me, within me, God sees, and that's my testimony. I don't need the world to see, I don't need the fame, I don't need approval, I don't need a claim. I got something better, I've got something real, I got the assurance of God's love I can feel, and He sees.
And that's everything.
God sees.
And that's the only thing
That I need to keep moving.
you keep standing firm.
God sees, and for that I return my gratitude, my faith, my love, my devotion. God sees.
And I'm set in motion
Toward a future that's bright, toward a purpose so clear. God sees, and I'm walking without fear.
God sees.
God sees.
God sees everything.
God sees.
God sees.
And it means everything.
God sees.
God sees.
God sees everything.
And He knows my name.
God sees the pain. God sees the shame.
God sees beyond it all. God sees.
God sees the low.
God sees. God sees. And I'm standing tall.